Good evening. Welcome to Gateway Technical College's commencement ceremony for the School of Protective and Human Services and for the School of Health. For the safety and comfort of our graduates and guests, we please ask you to refrain from approaching the stage area during the conferring of the diplomas. You will all have an opportunity after the ceremony to take photos of your graduates on the stage. Also, fire code regulations prohibit the blocking of all exits, so we ask that you please stay clear of all doors and exits. Following this evening's ceremony, graduates, guests, and staff are invited for a cake reception in the field house, which is located directly across the hall. We ask that all guests please remain in their seats until the completion of the recessional. Now we ask that you all please rise for the commencement processional and remain standing.
I, Michael Randolph, hereby open the commencement exercises of Gateway Technical College.
Please remain standing and join with Jacqueline Morris for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the President and Chief Executive Officer of Gateway Technical College, Dr. Brian Albrecht.
Thank you, AJ. Welcome, friends, family, and graduates of the class of 22. Before I give the formal comments in the script, let me just say how honored I am to be with you this evening. It's a unique evening for me, and I hope that you keep it that way. With your enthusiasm, the support that you provide for your fellow classmates, and of course for your families to make as much noise as they can to cheer on your accomplishments. For tonight, Zena Haywood and I, Zena, your Chief Academic Officer, our Vice President, Executive Vice President and Provost, will be retiring from Gateway. This is our last commencement ceremony. And I want to tell Zena how grateful I am for the many years of service that she's provided for our college and for the entire state of Wisconsin. You'll hear from Zena a bit later. Know that tonight is very special for us because we get to celebrate you, the graduate of Gateway Technical College. You're the reason that we've dedicated our life's work to higher education. And what an honor it is for us to be able to spend just a few minutes with you to help celebrate and share with you this wonderful journey that you've been on. And tonight we culminate that with an accomplishment of a college degree. So congratulations to each of you. So I want to welcome you to Gateway Technical College's commencement ceremony. It is truly an honor to be with you as we affirm our confidence through your commencement ceremony. It's especially fitting that we celebrate this as we know you have all been on this journey together in what might be considered one of the most difficult periods, of course, in our lifetime and maybe in our history. As you reflect on all of the challenges that you have overcome to receive a college degree, it should not get missed that you did it during a pandemic and that you've challenged yourself in so many unique ways, which makes you a special graduate. We're honored to share with you just a little commemorative booklet on each of the graduates' chairs, which celebrates the 110 years of Gateway's history. This year, we actually celebrate our 111th year. But it'll give you some idea of the unique college that you graduated from, starting all the way back in 1911. So just imagine the tens of thousands of people that sat in a chair just like the one you are tonight, that have taken that journey that you have now completed and have walked across that stage. It is very unique and very special, and we're honored to be able to celebrate you with that tonight. So on behalf of Zena and I and our Technical College Board of Trustees, our administration, our faculty, we share a heartfelt congratulations to each of you on your special day. Your dedication and commitment in accomplishing this lifelong goal of achieving a college degree has been reached, and we are very proud of you. Now, we all know, and I hope you do as well, that we're not on this journey alone. Tonight, we also welcome your family, your friends, and those that help celebrate this wonderful accomplishment with you. I think we should give all of your family and friends a big round of applause. And of course, with the support of our faculty, our professional staff, our academic advisors, our administrators, you've navigated through a pathway that will lead you to opportunity and career success. Your journey at Gateway is not over. As you move into your career, we hope that you stay close to our college, become part of the Gateway community that has made us a vital part of Southeast Wisconsin for over 100 years. If you could also help me welcome the guests on our stage tonight, our Board of Trustees, Dr. Scott Pierce, our chairperson, Trustees Rebecca Matoska, Bethany Ormseth, are all here to help celebrate you tonight. I also want to acknowledge that we have some special guests with us. Dr. Morna Foy, the president of the Wisconsin Technical College System. You'll hear from Morna in just a bit. And Guida Brown, our commencement speaker. And of course, Zena Haywood, our provost. And our associate vice president and newly appointed provost as of June, Dr. John Thibodeau, has joined us. Thank you all very much for your service. Our college and our community values your leadership in our work. Tonight, we have a very special guest, Dr. Morna Foy. She is the president of the Wisconsin Technical College System, which is comprised of over 16 institutions and nearly 300,000 students just like yourself. For more than 25 years, President Foy has been engaged in higher education policy leadership, and she's earned her undergraduate degree in economics and political science from UW-Madison, with a master's in finance and policy from Indiana University, and a doctorate in educational leadership and policy analysis from the University of Wisconsin. In a time of significant change in higher education and in the workforce, Morna Foy believes in the power of technical education and enriches the lives and strengthening Wisconsin's economy. Please join me in welcoming President Morna Foy. Thank you, Morna.
Thank you, Brian. Good evening, Red Hawk Nation. Give yourselves a round of applause, you guys. This is a big night. And we're going to do a lot more clapping. You guys are going to do a lot more clapping before I'm off of here. I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me to your party. I have been through a lot of graduation ceremonies, even my own, but Gateways are by far my favorite. They are so awesome. You know, at some point, not too long ago actually, and during a global pandemic, you all made a life-changing decision. You saw an opportunity for yourselves here at Gateway, and you made a bold move. That was a first step, and it's often the hardest one to make. Since then, you may have struggled to balance your family, your work, your school responsibilities, but your determination was tested, I'm sure, in the classroom. And the constantly changing landscape of, do we wear masks today? Do I have to stay home? Am I going to school in person or not? Am I going to work in person or not? Do I have childcare today? All of those things made your school experience, your college experience, that much tougher. And that's why the celebration is that much sweeter. You've developed some really great life skills through all that. Grit, determination, resilience. And you've learned how to work collaboratively with others, to be creative, and to solve problems. You've gained the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, and you have the ability to spring back. The result is, with the support of your friends and your family, you've got some great potential. You're like a coiled spring or a slingshot waiting to be pulled back and launched. That's what scientists call potential energy. It's the energy an object has because of its position rather than its motion. And as a result of your own efforts and the support of the entire Gateway community, you're now in the position to make a big impact here in this area. You're in a position because of the folks who supported you and the work that you've put in. And now you're going to be asked to unleash that energy, to put the skills, the knowledge, the confidence, the network into motion, to make a difference in your places of work, for your families, for yourselves, and for all of us. You know, we have every confidence that you guys right now represent our future and the next generation of leaders for this community. You may not realize it, but on top of everything else, you also have developed the voices of champions. Champions for the opportunities that are available to everyone here at Gateway. And I hope that you will talk about them often and to anyone who will listen, because you never know what you say and your experience here may be the difference maker for someone else to take that first difficult step. So, on behalf of the entire Wisconsin Technical College system and the great state of Wisconsin, I want to say thank you to all the friends, the family, the employers, the mentors, the faculty out there. And I hope that these graduates will stand up right now and give them a real standing ovation that they all deserve for helping you get through this stuff. Thank you, guys. And I would like to also ask the graduates and all of you here in the audience to help me thank a pair of very special leaders here at Gateway. That's President Brian Albrecht and Provost Zena Haywood. I know tonight is a bit bittersweet for them because it is their last Gateway graduation. But I want them both to look around this room. Because this small but mighty Red Hawk Nation is your doing. And I'm not kidding about that. For those of us who have been around the system for as long as the three of us have, they know those words are true. You, too, have provided the leadership that has created opportunities for literally thousands of people in this area. And in doing so, you've contributed to the economic revitalization and the increased quality of life for the entirety of southeastern Wisconsin. I want to congratulate both of you. We're going to miss you a lot, but I know that you got some great things in the future, so thanks very much. And lastly, and this is my main job, lastly, on behalf of the state of Wisconsin, I want to thank you, graduates, for all the work that you've put in, for all the great things I know you're going to be doing after tonight. I hope you have an absolute blast celebrating with your friends and family. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. Please join me in welcoming Dean Terry Simmons, who will welcome our commencement speaker.
Good evening, everyone. Our speaker this evening is Ms. Guida Brown. Guida Brown graduated from Marquette University in May of 1988 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Journalism and a minor in Psychology. She entered the world of social services in 1991, working at the Hope Council on Alcohol and Other Drug Abuse, implementing the Children's Safe House, and also providing human resource service to the agency and training to the community. While at the council, she continued her education by earning her Master's of Science in Management from Cardinal Stritch College in May of 1995. Newly degreed, she began the position as Executive Director at Women's and Children's Horizons, a nonprofit agency that provides advocacy, support, and emergency shelter for victims and child witnesses of domestic abuse in June of 1995. After 6 years there and nearly 10 years in social services, Brown thought she wanted a break from what she believed is some of the hardest work in the world. She stepped out of social services to try her hand in the finance sector. Brown left Women's and Children's Horizon in mid-2001 and joined AM Community Credit Union, a nonprofit organization, as the Director of Human Resources and Training. She realized that some people are just made for social service work. So after nearly 7 years at the credit union, Brown returned to social services, where she served as Executive Director at the Hope Council on Alcohol and Other Drug Abuse from January 2009 through April 2022. She teaches as a member of the adjunct faculty at UW Parkside, Concordia University, and Gateway Technical College, and sells merchandise on the road for Dion DiMucci of Runaround Sue fame and other stars of the 60s, as a side business with her husband, David McGrath, news director for WGTD 91.1 FM. Please join me in welcoming Guida Brown.
Hello. Thank you for allowing me the privilege of being your speaker tonight. I'm going to be honest. I anguished over this speech. I was given lots of helpful advice about what to say tonight. Just start with yo, the rest will write itself. Use lots of movie quotes, especially those from Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. But the quotes I know are from Pretty Woman, and I couldn't figure out how to work "it's so good I almost peed my pants" into this speech. Bring your 4 dogs, which I thought was a really good idea. But again, I couldn't figure out how to work them in. My husband suggested that I invite Will Smith. How cool would that have been? Then my own idea, fall off the stage. That would be memorable, right? Because I really wanted this to be memorable. Until someone reminded me, we never remember the speakers. And then I decided I just didn't want it to suck. So I started thinking about who you are as graduates and about what you've been through during your education. I don't need to remind you how much the world changed right around the time most of you started your journey, and how those changes complicated life in ways we never dreamed. But I may need to remind you about some of your positive characteristics, because you've been so focused on graduating that you may have forgotten. You've been at this for a long time, and if you're anything like I am, in the beginning it was an adventure. But now, staring at the finish line with just me and a few other items between you and it, you really just want it to be done. Please, just stick a fork in me. And I will, soon. But first, know that you are resilient. You made it to this stage, both figuratively and literally, in a world unlike anything we'd ever seen before. And here you are, graduating. You faced trauma and tragedy, and you still made it to graduation. If that doesn't speak to your ability to withstand adversity and bounce back, I don't know what does. Next, know that you're motivated. School may have been a breeze for you, or it may have been a slog, but look at you now. You stuck it out to reach your goal. You may have known from day one where you wanted to end up and worked directly to that end, or you may have taken a more circuitous route. But no matter how you traveled through your education, you got here to the finish line. And here you are, graduating. Finally, know that you're an achiever. You made it this far. I could quote all sorts of stats telling you that you're one of whatever percentages who have made it to graduation, but you know what you overcame to get here. You know what you put into your education. You know how hard you worked, and you did it. Here you are, graduating. And these are really great characteristics to have, being resilient, motivated, and achieving. But don't let your strengths go to your head, because as good as they are not what makes you. Yes, your strengths matter, but so does so much more about you, including your challenges, your feelings, your intentions, and your willingness to go the extra mile. Over the last 13 years, as I served as the executive director of the Hope Council on Alcohol and Other Drug Abuse, and well before that in my professional life, I cannot tell you how many times I scrubbed toilets, but it was a lot. I tell you that now, not because I want your pity, but because I want you to know that you too will have to scrub toilets, or pull weeds, or clean up blood and vomit, or wipe up spills, or do whatever grunt work you need to do in your field. And that's okay, because as my sainted mother, Lena Brown, who had been a head custodian in Kenosha Unified School District, taught me, there is no job that is beneath you. There are many, many tasks that we don't want to do, but none of them is beneath us. Remembering that will take you far in life, farther than anything you learned in classes or internships, farther than any book knowledge you can get, farther than any of the privileges that have been bestowed upon you, and farther than any accolades you've earned. That quote is the memorable nugget from tonight's speech. There is no job that is beneath you. And when you recall that quote in years to come, please remember to credit it to my mother, Lena Brown. The other quote I'd like to leave you with today is from Mr. Fred Rogers. I know that many of you don't remember Mr. Rogers and his neighborhood unless it's from the movie with Tom Hanks. But for me, he was one of my first influencers. Well before smartphones, TV was my babysitter, and I grew up watching Mr. Rogers and his scary puppets and his weird cast of characters. But despite the weirdness and the scariness, Mr. Rogers taught me what kind of person I wanted to be. He taught all the concepts we needed to know about feelings, and even about emotional intelligence before emotional intelligence was a thing. He taught us to be curious, to be caring, and to be conscientious. He addressed issues of mental illness, racial inequality, and rights for those with disabilities. And he taught us that the helpers matter. One of Mr. Rogers' famous quotes is, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" So why do I care so much about what Mr. Rogers said? Because you are the helpers. You've chosen fields of study that will make people's lives better. You're graduating from the School of Health and the School of Protective and Human Services, which shows that you want to make a difference in your neighborhood, your community, your world. Each one of you knows what Mr. Rogers taught. All feelings are okay, but what we do with our feelings matters most. Others are not like you, but that doesn't make them less valuable. We need to be responsible for those who are most vulnerable in our communities, and in doing so, we can make life better for others right where we are. But in order to do that, we have to take care of ourselves, and we need to treat others as our neighbors, whether they live across the yard or across the globe. We're all in this together, and I'm so happy that you're with me on this journey. Congratulations, graduates. Let's be careful out there.
Please now join me in welcoming School of Health Dean Vicki Coyle, who will welcome our student speaker.
Thank you, AJ. It is my pleasure to invite a representative from your graduating class for our student address. Maggie Mosley is graduating today with an associate's degree in human services. She has been on the dean's list multiple times and earned president's honors. Maggie is an inductee into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. She completed her degree while working full-time at Kenosha County's Aging and Disability Resource Center, where she was able to use her passion for helping people and supporting the community. Maggie is a member of the Kenosha Moose Lodge number 286 and volunteers at the Shalom Center. Like many of our Gateway graduates, Maggie serves in multiple life roles. Maggie is a wife, mother of 4, grandmother of 5, and the first in her family to graduate with a college degree. Please welcome Maggie Mosley.
So first, I just want to say that this is a complete surprise to my family. They had no idea that I was going to be speaking tonight, so surprise. Well, good evening. I'd like to welcome students, families, friends, faculty, and board members to the 2022 commencement ceremony for the School of Protective and Human Services and School of Health. It's truly an honor to be speaking with all of you on behalf of our graduating class. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate each of my fellow students for their hard work and perseverance throughout a global pandemic. We were challenged with finding ways to remain enrolled in classes and engage with each other, our instructors, and the curriculum while learning how to connect with one another virtually. This experience changed the course of our learning in many ways. Virtual became an everyday household word. We navigated through the struggles of connectivity issues and unstable internet. Zoom was now a place for all meetings. Blackboard was a place for assignment submissions, and our classroom was basically anywhere we were able to set up our devices and connect. In the house, on the porch, and even sometimes in our cars. We found unique and creative ways to connect and be present. While the world was struggling, we found we had many people in our corner supporting our educational journey. They cheered us on when the days were long and graduation seemed so very far away. There were times when the stress of balancing work, our classes, our children's virtual schooling at home, and/or an internship became overwhelming. But the encouragement we received allowed us to push through and achieve our goal. For me, my biggest cheerleaders were my husband, daughters, family, and coworkers. Sorry. I'm sure everyone's support team looks a little different, but we all valued the encouragement that came from our instructors, the Gateway staff, and many people in the college and greater community as a whole. We got here today with the help and positivity of the many people who kept us motivated to achieve our goals. As I look around at everyone, I'm overcome with pride in my fellow students. Pride for being successful despite obstacles and other responsibilities. That sense of pride extends to the Gateway staff. They were learning and adapting on the same pandemic journey as we were and continued to guide, teach, and assist each of us. We want you to know you are all very appreciated. Now that we've reached graduation, we have a new responsibility. Let's give back to Gateway by honoring their vision to make life-changing educational opportunities a reality. Let's make sure that the next generation of students have the same opportunity that we've received. Let's continue to be role models for success to our families. Personally, I want my success to be an example to my daughters and my grandchildren to continue their education, regardless what life may bring. Finally, let's give back to our community. Think about volunteering and sharing your gifts with others. Through the Human Services program, I was able to intern at the Shalom Center. From preparing brunch to serving it to the families and residents, It touched my heart to see the gratitude in their eyes. It was an experience that'll stay with me always. I hope each of you finds a way to share your talents with those in need in our community. When opportunity presents itself, be open. This educational experience has forever changed all of us for the better because we now have the knowledge that allows us to not only utilize these newly acquired skills, but to also pursue the career we want, to make a name for ourselves, and to encourage other adult learners, as well as the younger generations, to pursue their educational dreams. It's never too late to start something new. In closing, I leave you with this quote from Eileen Caddy. When you feel that you have reached the end and that you cannot go one step further, when life seems to be drained of all purpose, what a wonderful opportunity to start all over again, to turn over a new page. As we turn over a new page in the next chapter of our lives, I challenge you to remember this successful chapter. Lifelong learning is natural, and we've already accomplished so much. The proof is sitting here tonight. Congratulations to the Gateway graduating class of 2022. Thank you.
Now please welcome Zena Haywood, Gateway Executive Vice President and Provost.
Good evening, family and friends. It's my pleasure to be before you tonight in my last graduation ceremony. I want to congratulate all of the graduates tonight, and I also want to thank Gateway Technical College and especially my friend, Dr. Brian Albrecht, for 29 years of wonderful memories. Each year, the Gateway Alumni Association selects a person that exemplifies the highest level of career success and community leadership. Our recipient this year is Jesus Anaya. Jesus earned his automotive servicing diploma from Gateway in 1980. For more than 40 years, he has owned and operated Anaya's Auto Repair Incorporated in Kenosha. He is a respected leader in the Southeast Wisconsin automotive repair community, and he is widely known for sharing his advanced professional knowledge and experience with his colleagues in the field. Jesus has been active on the Southeastern Wisconsin Automotive Board, as well as Gateway's Automotive and Diesel Program Advisory Committee, and has employed numerous Gateway graduates. Please join me in congratulating Gateway Technical College Alumni Association's 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award winner, Jesus Anaya. Now we will have also, if there are anybody in the audience who is a past Distinguished Award Alumni winner or former board members of the Gateway Foundation or current board members, would you please stand and be recognized? It is now my pleasure to introduce our special honors graduates. Graduates who are members of the National Honor Fraternity Phi Theta Kappa are wearing gold tassels. Graduates with gold honor cords have achieved the President's Honor Award for Scholastic Achievement with a grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0 in their program requirements. Graduates wearing white honor cords have achieved the District Honor Award for achieving a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.89 in their program requirements. Will all three groups of honor graduates please stand and be recognized for your outstanding academic performance? You may be seated. Gateway Scholastic Award recipients have earned the distinction of having the highest grade point average in their academic program on their specific campus. Each Scholastic Award winner receives a certificate and a medallion. Scholastic Award winners, please stand. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. You may be seated. We would also like to recognize the students who are members of the National Society of Leadership and Success, or Sigma Alpha Pi, which is a worldwide organization for achievement and leadership education. Students invited to participate must complete a rigorous training program which focuses on exploring one's challenges, recognizing one's strength, and setting up a personal plan to move forward. Would the graduates who are members of Sigma Alpha Pi please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. We are also proud to recognize another group of graduates who have demonstrated through service the importance of respecting and valuing the environment or being civically engaged. Gateway's Green Scholars have demonstrated their personal and professional commitment to building a more sustainable community through actively participating in community and college environmental sustainability events. Green Scholars are wearing a pin to symbolize their accomplishment. Please join me in recognizing our Green Scholars. And last, but certainly not least, we would like to recognize our graduates who have the distinction of serving our country in the United States Armed Forces. Will the graduates wearing red, white, and blue honor cords please stand and be recognized for your distinguished service? You may be seated. Congratulations to all of our special honors graduates.
Thank you, Zena, and let me add my congratulations to our distinguished students who have earned that special recognition. I also want to thank Morna for her immense and outstanding leadership across the state of Wisconsin. Thank you for being with us tonight and for your inspiring comments. And where's Maggie? Maggie, you didn't tell your family that you were our speaker tonight. Where's your family? How about a big round of applause for her family? Did she do a great job? And you're so right. We are so proud of you. So congratulations on being selected to be our speaker and, of course, for graduating tonight. And I just have to give a big shout out to Guida, our speaker tonight, for taking us on a journey into the neighborhood of Mr. Rogers and making that ultimate stop at Lena Brown's house so we could meet Guida Brown. You did an amazing job. Thank you for sharing us with all of us your perspective on life. So you may have noticed in your program book that this is the second commencement service that we've had this week. We held one last night, and we're holding our second one tonight. Now, last night's crowd was really engaged and inspired, and they did this thing on the bleachers called a rumble. Do you know how to do that? There you go. There you go. I hope to hear a little rumbling now as we go into the next stage of our program, which is the moment that all of you have been waiting for, the conferring of degrees and diplomas. So on behalf of the Wisconsin Technical College System and the Gateway Board of Trustees, I acknowledge the candidates for diplomas and degrees. Would Board Chairman Scott Pierce please come forward to assist with presenting the certificates? And would a representative from each school please present the candidates for their degrees?
Will the faculty marshal for the School of Health please come forward?
Are you ready? I, Heidi Gottfried, School of Health Program faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas in the School of Health. Will the candidates please come forward?
I'll take your card. Thank you. So Christelle? Christelle K. Anoma. Callie K. Arnold. she comes. Laura Angelica Bacasmus. Catherine M. Beckman. Jacqueline R. Byer. Angela J. Bronhold. Ariana C. Calero. Crystal L. Cesario. Ashley S. Windsor. Araya M. Chafee. Helen E. Cherry. Alexis N. Colgrove. Christina E. Condos. McKenna M. Conley. Shelley D. DeBello. Jessica S. Gavin. Dawn M. Gorecki. McKenna A. Gunn. Alyssa A. Haggerty. Diamond C. Hartwell. Nicole E. Holst. Maxie M. Irving. Yoneli Jaramillo. Marissa R. Kissy. Is it Kayla? Kayla K. Klinker. Maria L. Lancaster. Sarah M. Larson. Wen T. Lee. Tiana L. Marshall. Justina A. Martin. Amanda M. Maurer. Stephanie M. Moore. Meredith A. Nudziwira. Wesley G. Peterson. Nevaeh M. Rainey. Wendy Reyes Torres. Melissa Rivas. Rocio Rodriguez de Santiago. Gracie J. Schliessel. Emily A. Schmunk. Melissa A. Schufelt. Ty A. Stetler. Paige L. Stisco. Samantha J. Tallwater. Brianna D. Thomas. Mary Grace A. Trinstra. Abigail Valdez. Francisco J. Villanueva. Melina A. West. Cameron M. Winky. Is it Kiera? Kiera S. Williams. Benina L. Wright. Alexandra M. Oliveira. Will the faculty marshal for the School of Protective and Human Services please come forward?
I, Courtney Grieve, School of Protective and Human Services faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas in the School of Protective and Human Services. Will the candidates please come forward?
Jacqueline N. Aguilar. Selena Alvarez. Roque Alvater Jr. Taylor P. Bannis. Janae B. Berry. Chrysostomos Beck. Andrew C. Bergman. Michael Bolton. Sharena D. Edwards. Jelsilis Bone Santiago. Jasmine M. Bryant. Montana M. Bunner. Samantha M. Butler. Zachary J. Kane. Isaiah E. Chavez. Lisbeth Gomez. Madison A. Conine. Suzanne J. Connor. Mason B. Cowan. It's okay. Mary Jane Cruz. Brianna L. Dean. Alexis L. Deschler. Ileana M. Diaz. Caitlin R. Emond. Mark A. Etine and company. Angelina R. Faz. Caitlin N. Garcia. Natasha L. Gaddy. Michaela J. Glover. Valerie M. Gonzalez. D'Angelo R. Green. Mason A. Halderson. David P. Harmon. Tyler J. Helgeson. Nicole R. Holm. Rachel L. Humphrey. Ariel M. Hunt. Perfect. Rachel June. Angela C. Kazel. Thank God. Kelly E. Kelly. That's okay. Just on deck. Leah? Leah N. Kelly. Carrie R. Knipp. Elaine T. Coker. Nicole T. Kolonowski. Samantha R. Lagath. Desire N. Liggins. Delilah Lorenzo. McKenna R. Marinello. Victoria R. Maxwell. Brittany M. McClinton. Angel M. McGee. Vivian Melkor. Lamicia Merchant. Yarixa Miranda. Vanessa R. Moreno. Maggie A. Mosley. Jonathan Munoz. Musgrove? Raven D. Musgrove. Alexandra Olagues Sariñena. Betty L. Palmer. Jada M. Patterson. Latoya M. Pearson. Francesca Peralma. Kayla Perez. Melissa Ramirez. Jamie S. Reitmeyer. Talera M. Ross. Rebecca N. Saltsberry. Ellie L. Sherman. Gwen T. Shields. Nakia Smith. Stephanie M. Stack. Isabel B. Stubblefield. Anthony J. Svoboda. Rebecca R. Swihart. Ramiro A. Valente Melendez. Caitlin Van Dyne. Doralise Vega. Madison M. Vokes. Rachel E. Wenman. Zachary B. Whitehead. Trinity L. Wilhoit. I'll make you wait. Donovan T. Yesbeck. Maria Zamora. Olivia M. Zank. Provost Haywood, President Albrecht, for one final time, all of the candidates have now been introduced.
Wow. This has been an exciting evening. Graduates, I admire your accomplishments and wish you great success in the future. Now, if you will stand with me, on behalf of the state of Wisconsin and the Gateway Technical College Board of Trustees, I confer the appropriate recognition for your work at Gateway Technical College. You may move the symbolic tassel on your mortarboard from right to left. Congratulations!
I, Michael Randolph, hereby close the commencement exercises for Gateway Technical College.
Will the graduates please remain standing for the recessional? Guests, we ask that you please remain seated until the completion of the recessional. And just a reminder, following the ceremony, graduates, guests, and staff are invited to a cake reception located in the field house, which is directly across the hall. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight. and good evening.